Hello, I hope all is well with you. I'm not wearing yoga clothes today because it has been so hot. I just don't want to wear yoga pants. So I'm just wearing regular clothes. I hope you don't mind. Today's class, we're going to focus on bringing the knee to the nose to get the foot between the hands when you're moving from down dog to a lunge. Some of you have done this with me before, but I think it's always a nice refresher. So we'll start on the back. And just on your own today, start to bring your focus to your breath. Just breathe in and out through the nose. And then take the arms up by the ears. Nice big stretch through fingers and toes. And then hug the knees towards the chest. Take a little movement here, maybe a rock side to side, maybe a circle of the knees. And then keep your right knee hugged in, extend your left leg onto the mat. And take the right arm out to a T, drop that leg over to the left for a twist. Excuse me. And then change sides, hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. There's something in the air that has been making me sneeze a lot. And there when it's ragweed, that's pretty high right now. And then take your left arm to a T, drop that leg over to the right for the twist. And come back to center, hug both knees in. Keep the right knee hugged in again and extend the left leg onto the mat. And then once you're there, take your arms straight up towards the ceiling and flex your palms up towards the ceiling. And do little lifts of the head and shoulders. So lift the head and the shoulders, chest will come towards that right knee, and then lower that down. 2 more with breath on this side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Change sides, hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out, arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift head and shoulders up towards that knee, and then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, last one. And exhale, lower. And then just hug the knees towards the chest. Take a little rock side to side. And then keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat, arms by the sides. Inhale, lift the hips up. and exhale, lower down. Just move with your own breath here, in and out of bridge. Inhale, lifting, exhale, lowering. And then next time your hips are down, pause, and then come into an upside down tabletop. So knees bent to 90 degrees, arms back up towards the ceiling like you did earlier. Now the only thing that's gonna move is your right leg. So keep the right leg bent. Slowly take that foot down, tap the heel to the mat, and then slowly bring that leg back up. Everyone wants to rush this, we're gonna take it slowly, alternating. Left foot will come down, nice and easy. And then back up. One more each side, right foot down. And back up. And left foot down. And back up. Keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat for bridge one more time. Arms by the sides, press into the feet, lift the hips. This time, hold the hips elevated at the top, just to stretch that out for a moment. And then lower the hips down to the mat, hug the knees in towards the chest, and make your way up to seated. Once you're seated, interlace the fingers in front of the chest. Press the palms forward so your arms extend forward. Just start with a neutral spine here. And those are to press the palms forward as you round the upper back, draw the shoulder blades away from each other. Start to remember that sensation. We'll recreate it somewhat as we move from down dog to a lunge. It's not going to feel quite the same, but just starting to get the sensation. And then come back up, reach the arms by the ears, keeping the fingers interlaced just for a moment. And then just release that, reach the fingertips towards the ceiling, take the right palm down, side bend to the right. And then from there, just take your left arm and let it drape loosely behind the low back and take your gaze towards your right hand. And then bring your head to neutral, left arm by the ear just for a moment. Back through center, both arms up. And then left hand down, side bend to the left. And take your right arm, drape it behind the low back and take the gaze towards your left hand. And then bring your head forward, arm by the ear, come back to center, both arms up, and then just lower the hands down. Remember which shin you have in front. Take the legs in front of you, take a little shake. And then just change sides so the opposite shin comes in front. I'm gonna come to sitting on the block because I'm starting to get uncomfortable. And take your right arm to a T, cross that arm in front of the body and put the left arm underneath. So just try and keep that left arm above or below the elbow. I'm just trying to stay off the joint. And then unwind that left arm to a T, take it in front of you and hook the right arm underneath. And then unwind that, hands to the knees, take some shoulder rolls up and back. And then opposite direction. And then just let the shoulders settle. Make your way up into tabletop. And start to take some cat-cow on your own here. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine towards the ceiling. And as you do this on the exhales, really push the floor away, round the upper back, drop the top of the head. Just remember what that feels like as you continue to move through cat-cow, really focusing on the sensation when you're in cat. Then after you take your next exhale, just come to a neutral spine. Bring your big toes together, take your hips to your heels, come into a child's pose. And then come back up to your tabletop. Take your right leg up and back behind you so it's parallel to the mat. Keep both hands down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Push the floor away with the hands, curl the spine. Inhale, extend that leg back. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, curl it in. This time hold it there. So knee to the nose, but also see if you can pull your right heel up towards your butt. Ooh, that's hard. So your hamstring engaged. And extend that leg out behind you one last time. Lower it to tabletop, wiggle your hips side to side. And then other side, left leg up and back. Inhale there. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, curl it in, hold there. As you keep pulling the knee in, try and pull that left heel up toward your butt. You're in a tiny little ball, good. Extend that leg behind you one last time. Lower it back to tabletop, wiggle your hips side to side. And then come into a child's pose. And then from child's pose, come up into tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Just move around, wiggle, pedal the feet, shake the hips, move the head. And then walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Half sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the chest. Exhale, plant your hands, go straight to downward facing dog this first round. Just a couple easy breaths here as you root through the hands and the feet. Gently lift the hips up and back, feel the spine elongate and lift. And then take one more inhale. Exhale, feet forward to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step to plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. Then exhale, lower down, press through tabletop, downward facing dog. One more inhale. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale for chair, sit back. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, straight to down dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the right thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms by the ears facing forward. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step to down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the left thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, downward facing dog. You can hold your down dog or inhale for plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a breath or two here. And then inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away with the hands, curl the spine. Inhale, up and back again. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale, up and back. Exhale, push the floor away, bring the knee to the nose. See if you can pull your right heel up towards your butt, and then bring that foot between the hands, spin your back heel down, cartwheel your arms up, warrior two. Settle in here, just gently reach your fingertips away from one another. See if you can imagine your arms getting longer as the shoulders settle. And then cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step straight back, downward facing dog. Just a breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away around the spine. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away. Try and pull that left heel in towards the butt as you bring that foot between the hands, back heel down, warrior two. I realize telling you all those things loses a little bit of momentum to get that foot forward. It makes it a little harder. It's okay, it's a good challenge. You're in warrior two. Press evenly into both feet so you can lift the rib cage up off of the pelvis. And a little levity there. And then cartwheel your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. And then right leg up and back again. Push the floor away, knee to nose, heel to butt as you bring that foot between the hands, spin the back heel down. This time come up to reverse warrior, right arm up and And then come forward, extend the side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm by the ear. And then reverse triangle, right arm up and back, straighten both legs. Keep your legs straight, come upright, arms to a T, reach forward, traditional triangle, right hand to shin, left arm up. Back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step to down dog. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, push the floor away, knee to nose, heel to butt as you bring that foot between the hands, spin the back heel down. Cartwheel your arms up, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. And then come forward, extended side angle, left forearm to thigh, right arm by the ear. Reverse triangle, left arm up and back, straighten your left leg. Both legs are straight. Keep the legs where they are, come upright, arms to a T, reach forward, triangle pose, left hand down, right arm up. And then back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to plank or modified plank. Lower all the way down to the belly and then slide the forearms forward for Sphinx pose. And then lower the head and the shoulders, take the hands by the sides of the rib cage, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then walk hands and feet towards each other, forward fold at the center of your mat. Walk your feet a little wider than your hips, spin your heels in, toes out, bend the knees, come into Malasana, hands to prayer. Hands to the mat, straighten the legs, lift the hips, walk the feet, hips distance and parallel. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Coming into tree with your right leg, you know where you're going. So let you bend that right knee. The ball of the foot can stay down. It can lift to inner calf or maybe inner thigh. And then maybe arms go up by the ears. And then bring the hands to the heart. With control, just release the right foot back to the mat, straight to the other side, left foot into your variation of tree. And then once you feel settled with the legs, take your time, arms can go up by the ears. And bring the hands back down to the heart, release the left foot to the mat, take the arms by the side, just shake everything out. And then back to mountain pose, right where you are, arms by the sides. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, maybe circle that right ankle or knee around. And then straighten the leg, square off the hip. Bring the foot between the hands for a lunge and drop your back knee down to the mat. Just hold here. We're stretching the front of the left hip. We worked the hip flexors on the front of the hip a lot to get our knee to our nose. So giving it a little love here. And then if you want, you can bend that left knee and reach your right hand for the top of the left foot. One more breath here. Slowly release the foot, return the hand to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. And then take your left leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, a little bit of movement if you'd like. And then straighten the legs, square off the hip. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and hold here to start a couple breaths. So I always like to ease into this, because I think for most people, trying to reach for the foot is pretty intense. So this just gives your body a second to settle, to feel the stretch of the front of the right hip for most of us. And then if you want, you can bend that right knee, take your left hand to the top of the right foot. And then release the foot, return the hand to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step to down dog. This will be the last down dog. If you want to flow through one more vinyasa, feel free to do that. And then drop your knees, hips to heels, take a child's pose. And then come up through tabletop just so you can find your way back to seated. Once you're there, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, take a gentle lean forward. And then come back up to center, take your legs in front of you, give them a little shake. And then bend the right knee, sole of the foot to the mat. Cross the right foot over the left leg, bend the left leg. And then once you're there, walk your feet away from each other so the knees stack. If this isn't for you, cross-legged position is fine. And then once you're there, I don't do this very often, but we're gonna do it today. Left arm by the ear and bend to that elbow. And then take the right hand to the left elbow. I think just doing the legs or doing the arms in this pose is hard. And then putting the two together, I think is even more complex. So I don't do it very often, but it's good to remind ourselves of these things. And then you can stay here if you want, right arm to a T, palm spinning back, and then bend that elbow. Maybe you're reaching opposite fingertips for each other. Ugh. You can do that with a strap, but we're not going to be here for very long, so I would recommend going to the trouble. And then unwind that. Hands can go next to the hips, so you can lean back, just do a little can, change the cross of the legs. So the opposite knee comes on top. Your left knee should be on top here now. And then right arm up by the ear, bend that elbow, left hand to right elbow. I'm realizing I haven't done this in a while. I'm feeling very stiff. And you're welcome to stay there, maybe left arm to a T, palm back, and then bend that elbow, reach for fingertips. You can even just hold on to the shirt, but I find if I can't find fingertips, it's more valuable just to have the hand and the elbow above the head. And then unwind the arms, unwind the legs, give them a quick little shake. Find your way to the front of the mat, hands behind the thighs, and then just roll yourself all the way back onto your back. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Take a little rock side to side. And then keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat, arms by the sides, press into the feet, take a bridge pose, lift the hips up. Hold the hips elevated. If you want, you could interlace the fingers behind the back. That might actually feel good after all that knee to nose stuff as well. And then release the hands, lower the hips to the mat, hug the knees towards the chest. Take your arms to a T and drop the legs over to the right for a simple twist. And then draw the knees through center, take them over to the other side. And then come back up through center, hug the knees in one more time. Maybe take a happy baby. And if you're in happy baby, hug your knees in. Everyone give yourself a final squeeze. And then find your way into any position that's comfortable for the final moments of class. You're at home, you could take legs up the wall or prop the legs up on a chair, sofa. We're not gonna be here for very long, but sometimes it's nice to have the legs elevated. And then start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle your ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, big stretch. And roll off to one side, pause there, eyes closed. The source of love is deep in us, and we can help others realize a lot of happiness. One word, one action, one thought can reduce another person's suffering and bring that person joy. I don't know about you, but I always love acts of kindness from people I love or even strangers. And sometimes that just means more than you can even know. So I encourage you as you leave here today or tomorrow, maybe doing something kind for somebody. Press into your top hand, come all the way up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at the heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for putting up with my farmer overalls today. I'll see you next time.